Hey everyone, well, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? We are going to be taking a deep dive into something that is occurring right now, okay? And this is going to have some trigger warnings, okay? If you have little nuggets in the room with you, you might want to tell them that it's playtime, okay? These viewer discretion is advised. Okay. These are the horrors that have been found in Jalisco, Mexico. This is a compound that was raided. And if you have done any kind of research on the Holocaust, okay, and have any knowledge on the crematoriums, yeah. But this has to do with the cartels. This is horrifying, okay? A car was discovered with 9 deceased individuals with all of their hands removed and placed in plastic bags. The compound that was raided had 3 huge cremation ovens. Human remains were discovered. Over 400 pairs of shoes, jewelry, backpacks. The compound has a landing strip. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Now, I have videos, I have pictures that I'm going to be sharing with you because you could talk about this all you want. But it's something like you have to see it to believe it. Yeah.
So if you haven't heard, there's some things going on in Mexico right now. Well, there's been a lot going on lately. So last week, or at the beginning of this week, I can't remember anymore, I can't keep track. There was a car found with 9 bodies in it. And those 9 bodies, I'm not sure how many were men and women, but all of their hands had been cut off and were all found in a bag, also in the car. And then yesterday, last night, today, I don't know when it was found. This morning is when it's made the way around the news. But they're talking about how there was a ranch / compound that had been raided a while back. And they raided it, then they left it alone. Obviously, they didn't examine everything or didn't look at everything. They didn't really find anything back then. But now that they're looking through everything, they hit it again, and they found 3 cremating ovens. And yeah, terrifying. And they found over 400 pairs of shoes and backpacks and clothing and jewelry and all sorts of stuff. But obviously they haven't found any bodies. It sounds like they found some remains. It's terrifying. It is absolutely terrifying. And as of right now, they don't really know. They're trying to figure out ways to identify people, but they don't know if it's due to trafficking. They don't know if it's from the cartels just needing bodies. We don't know what's going on, but if I hear more, I'll keep you guys posted, but I just wanted to keep you guys updated on that.
So, a group of relatives of the individuals that have gone missing discovered a site in Jalisco, which is in western Mexico. That was used by organized crime as a clandestine crematorium and training ground. They found charred remains of hundreds of personal items like the shoes and the backpacks and clothes. it's believed to belong to people that were lured there by giving them a fake job. And subsequently, they were kidnapped. Now, the group noted that Jalisco's prosecutor's office personnel visited the site in September of 2024 and then again in January of 2025, freeing victims both times. Well, authorities and their oversights will be investigated. Well, it's about damn time. Now, this is total barbarianism, okay? And the CJNG extermination camp in Jalisco, where more than 200 people lost their lives, was also a forced training camp, okay? But also, if you remember, if you've done any history research, they also said that Auschwitz was a training camp, a forced work camp, and things like that as well, okay? So was Birkenau and all of it, you know. They were taught how to lift, how to torture, dismember, make remains disappear. Jesus. And they also made the recruits fight to the demise to finally take the lives of the loser and also the winner as a survivor. This is really hard to talk about, y'all. So there was an anonymous call that came in that not only revealed this camp, it was also uncovered something even bigger. And it was quite sad in the entire area surrounding the property, which was that landing strip. The area is full of identical structures, burned areas, ranches that stand out among the houses in the area. Imagine living in that area, you know. Houses with huge pools and warehouses, and you can see the same holes in the ground. And many of the fenced properties around the houses with palapas and pools and holes in the ground and structures and land that are apparently luxury. Very similar warehouses and cars, similar to the ones inside the property, what appears to be booths or surveillance points. This is bigger than it seems. I mean, it seems that this whole area is a stronghold for the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Okay, that's what that CJNG stands for, okay? And this anonymous call only released the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. So the 400 pairs of shoes were found at the camp, which was an hour away from Guadalajara. And this is where they took the lives and they burned, 200. And authorities and search teams discovered 300 underground furnaces with remains at a ranch, and it was known as the Extermination Ranch. At the scene, they found 400 pairs of shoes and clothes and suitcases. Now, the Jalisco search warriors, their collective estimates that at least 200 people lost their lives there. An altar to death was also found, which makes the finding even more creepy. The area had already been intervened in 2024, but its magnitude prevented a full analysis. And authorities are now continuing to investigate to identify the victims and determine links to organized crime. And there's a search of collective undercover, a clandestine crematorium. It's just disgusting. Exposing yet another grim chapter of Mexico's disappearance crises. And authorities confirmed the burnt remains and the bullet casings and the makeshift underground ovens likely used by the Jalisco new generation, okay? And it's now designated a group, an extremist group, if you will, with nearly 15,000 that are missing in Jalisco alone. This discovery is a chilling reminder of the violence that is consuming Mexico. I feel so bad for the families. My God. May the victims rest in peace. Have you heard about this? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My God. Okay. I will see you guys later, okay? You guys stay safe. You stay positive. I know it's hard, you know, with all this coming out. But, you know, when there's nothing you can do but pray for people, for the victims and their families and their friends. You know what I'm saying? But fear less. Ciao.